Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is John F. Thomas, and I am one of the hosts for Fly Nubian King Media. I'd like to welcome you, and please, if you're just now tuning in, make sure you're hitting the like button. We definitely need those likes. I'm going to go ahead and get into it without taking up too much time. But yeah, before we do, just make sure that you subscribe to FlyNubianQueen.com, the network for melanated women like yourself. So I really want to go ahead and hop into the subject. When John Singleton died, it was a really tough time because I was trying to like wrap my mind around it because the dude was young. You know, he was like 51 and not really that far from me. You know, you think about it, and I keep thinking about why do black people keep dying so young? You know, we haven't really even hit our stride yet. You know, like Michael Jackson died young, Prince died young, John Singleton now has died young, and it's really unfortunate. But he left a legacy. He left a legacy for all of us to really appreciate and to um, take further, to take what he's given and do more. And that's what we really need to do. Just take what he's given us and push it that much further. And I just wanted to go through all the things that he's done because I was doing some research on him earlier, and I was just kind of shocked with like, wow, like all the stuff that he's contributed. Because I know everybody knows he did Boys in the Hood, you know, so that was an amazing film. I mean, even when I was a little kid and I watched that film, and as a little kid, I didn't really know that much what was going on at the time, just because you're small, you're young, and you don't really see everything. But just seeing that film was beautiful. Boys in the Hood was an amazing film, and it doesn't matter how many times I watched that film. That film it definitely set the bar, actually showing what Black American lives are like. You know, so for John Singleton to have made that film, and also I didn't know this. He was 24 when he made the film, and he was the youngest Black person to be nominated for the Best Director Oscar category. And I was just like, yo, that's dope, you know, to have like that, to be Black and excellent, and to be great, you know, and to take something like that, to tell a Black story, not compromise anything, not do anything to really try to really appease white people or anything like that. It's just you're doing this for the Black community, and that's amazing. That's beautiful. So thank you for the like. Everybody else, if you're watching this, make sure you like the video. Really appreciate it. But yeah, so John Singleton has done a really amazing thing, and then the list goes on from the other things he's done. He's not only done Boys in the Hood, he's done Poetic Justice. That was in 1993. Higher Learning. That was another good film. Baby Boy. Actually, honestly, Baby Boy was cool. I wasn't that crazy about Baby Boy like other people were. So don't hate me. Don't hate me. Don't sit there and like, what? You didn't like Baby Boy? It was like I didn't care that much for Baby Boy. Baby Boy was good, but I liked his other films better. I guess there's always one with somebody. You know, you can't love everything. But yeah, no. So he's done a lot, and even past that, he did the Michael Jackson. Do you remember the times? He directed that video. I don't know if anybody knew that. He directed, and it was a really great video. I mean, he has done and contributed so much. And that Remember the Times video, that was very, very powerful, very strong video. Went back to, you know, to Egypt on that one, and it was really, really beautiful and amazing. He also did Rosewood, and he did Shaft. I love the movie Shaft. Shaft was amazing. He did Too Fast, Too Furious, Four Brothers. I really love that movie. And he has a very long resume. And actually, I think he's even talked in defense of the Black community, where he's saying Hollywood isn't really trying to tell our stories. They're not trying to get Black directors to direct Black stories. And honestly, that was true around the time when he said that. Let me see if I can find what year that was when he said that. So that was in 2014, March 19th, 2014. And he criticized all the popular studios for refusing to let African Americans direct Black themed films. And, you know, that was a big issue, I think, around the time. And actually, I'm glad that he did say that, because I think he helped spark that conversation to leading up to where we now have, Black Panther that was directed by Ryan Coogler. So and that's an amazing thing, even just from his voice, a very valued voice in Hollywood, where we don't have a lot of voices in Hollywood, so where he would say that, and then only a few years later, now we have Black Panther, that was directed by a Black director, and which is a really great thing. So his voice was being heard, and he was speaking for all of us when he said that, because we do need more projects. You do need more things where it's showing Black stories and Black lives, where it's shown on screen, and not shown by somebody who doesn't understand our struggle, doesn't understand what we go through, because we work with so many people all throughout the day where something will happen and we'll talk about something, and the people, they other people who aren't Black, they don't really understand. They don't really say anything. They have nothing to say, or they think you're just overreacting, or you're blowing it out of proportion. I remember when the whole Harambe situation happened. Y'all remember that? So Harambe came in, and people were like, "Oh, I can't believe they shot and killed Harambe. I can't believe that. Oh my God!" And I remember a little bit before then, when I think Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, all these other people, were murdered. And I remember I went into work and I was just like, man, this is fucked up, man. You see what happened? How they did Sandra Bland? All of a sudden she just dead. Or Philando Castile, the dude, he told the officer he had a gun and he was trying to get his license, all this other stuff, and crickets. Like my coworker, who's typically, and this is a liberal guy, he's a liberal dude. He didn't say nothing. He was just, that uncomfortable face they make, when you try to talk about issues that pertain to you and they want to say nothing, so I was just like, okay, I guess I'm talking to myself. I guess I'm upset for no reason. The Black person died and you just don't care. So I was, this stuff kind of frustrated me. But then when Harambe died, when they shot Harambe, this dude came into work. Oh, I can't believe, did you hear what happened to Harambe? This is ridiculous. They just shot and killed the innocent gorilla. He was just doing what gorillas do, and they shot him. And I was looking at this dude. I was just like, really? So the other day I came here and I was talking about Sandra Bland. I was upset about you said nothing, but you mad about a monkey. Okay. All right. I see how this is. I see where this is going. It's like this stuff, it pisses you off because it seems like you're just in this, it's like you're in this void, in this endless void by yourself, and you're screaming, you're crying, you want to yell, you want to do all these things, and you can't, because you got to you just got to smile and act like everything is okay when it's not. And that's the frustrating thing about life, but that's the beautiful thing about what John Singleton brought to the screen. He brought our struggles. He brought everything that we were going through, everything that we thought about, the issues that pertain to us, and not what white people go through or what white people think are our issues. Or I want to get some more bling, or I want to be a thug and I'm trying to sell these drugs and all this. It's more to life than that. I mean, that might be a part of certain areas in the Black community, but it's more to life than that. We're not just the thug or the drug dealer or they like to put us in a lot of a police officer or detective, roles, or the best friend to the white guy. It's like there's all these things that they try to cookie cutter and put us in. He subverted that. He said, no, I'm not doing that. I want to have three-dimensional characters in the hood that actually go through real shit, actually go through real things, real issues, and they're real people. They're not just, hey man, I'm gonna shoot up somebody, they just stepped on my shoe, I'm gonna kill this man. And that's the whole movie. That's not us. that's not Black people. We're not like that. I mean, hell, if that's the case, then we might as well have us make white movies to where all the white people, they eat mayonnaise sandwiches and they go golfing and they talk about, I don't know, it's like, if you want to do just super stereotypical stuff, but that's not life. That's not real life. And that's the beautiful thing about what John Singleton did. He brought life and he breathed life into our stories, because they weren't trying to tell our stories. They don't want to tell our stories, but he did it anyway. He went out, and this was a guy straight out of I think USC, straight out of college. I mean, just think about that. Think about this is a 24 years old, straight out of college, put our boys in the hood. And this is a story not even really for white people or for any. It was a story for us. It was a story for us. And he ended up getting an Oscar nomination, the first Black man to get an Oscar nomination for the Best Director category. Amazing. Like, we don't, I guess certain people, they just don't get enough credit. And that's an amazing thing that he has done. And it's sad, again, it's sad that it has took him to lose his life for people to really acknowledge these things, which I think he was already acknowledged anyway. It's not like we're just now seeing how amazing he is, but no, he's always been amazing. But I want to speak on all of that stuff about John Singleton. I'm saying all of that to go over into, I was talking to this guy at my job earlier today, because I was going to talk about something else, but I wanted to talk about this. And he's from Ghana, in Africa, and he was telling me about the difference between Africa and the difference between because he lived in London too, and living over here and in LA. And he said he wants to go back to Africa. And I was telling him, how you going? He said, I don't have enough money. Once I get the money, I'm going to go back to Africa. I was like, okay, cool. He was like, and he was telling me stuff that, like, I already knew, but he was saying that, it's a community there, like people care. Like I said, if my mother isn't around or she's gone for a second, said everyone is your mother until your mother comes back, until she's back from doing whatever she's doing. And he said, there's the community there. He said, if you need some food, we'll feed you. So there's no competition. There's no, I'm trying to do better than this other person. There's no, I'm trying to beat this person, a dog eat dog, all this stuff that the Europeans brought into this world, to where it feel like we have to compete with each other, especially within the Black community. I feel like I gotta do better than you. I feel like I gotta outwork you and all. I mean, don't get me wrong. Work hard at what you do. Definitely do that. But also, I'm not necessarily your competition. We're supposed to be supportive of one another. We're supposed to be a community. And that's the thing that always in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, why are we battle with each other so much? Why do we do that? Why do we constantly fight each other? Why do we constantly go so hard against one another over petty and small things? And it's not really that serious. And it's like, man, we're supposed to be unified, but we're nowhere near as unified as the white community is. We're nowhere near as unified as the Asian community is. We're nowhere near as unified as the Jewish community is. We're not even really nowhere as unified as the Hispanic community. And they are struggling too. But they're going to probably advance past us if we don't do what's necessary, if we don't unify. And that's really the main thing outside of that. And also, it was a message in his movie Boys in the Hood, when he was talking about the gentrification thing. It was like, we're so busy fighting with each other. We're not understanding what's happening to us. It's right in front of our faces. They come here and they lower our property, of our value property. And then they move us out just so they can move in. And the cycle keeps continuing. It keeps continuing. But we're so busy fighting with each other that we can't see the game that's being played on us. We're not seeing it, and it's just like, we need to more so unify. And it's like, I was talking to this guy from Ghana. I think his name is Richard. Richard was telling me, he was like, yes, it's more of a community, and it's funny. He was like, people over here, he said it's so materialistic and it's so fake. He said, because people, they'll get online and they'll take a picture of themselves riding in a Mercedes Benz or riding in a Rolls Royce, and they don't even own it. He was like, over in Africa, he said, if people are doing that, they actually own their car. They're not just trying to show off to make it seem like trying to impress people. It's like, wow, why are we so much trying to impress each other? If anything, there's nothing wrong with having style. There's nothing wrong with having swag. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but we need to be more uplifting of one another. And here's the things I do want to go through. Actually, let me see. One Oliver said it was sad to hear he had passed. I was listening earlier today, and it was conflicting information. My condolences. Yeah, definitely condolences to his family. John Singleton was an amazing gift honestly, not only to the world, but to the Black community. And like I was saying, I want for us to continue that. Like same thing with Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. It still continues. Even with that, so their life is snuffed out, and this life is snuffed out, but we're still here. As long as we have breath, we're still strong. We can still go. We can still make it. We can take what they have given us and push further. We can push farther and do more. Don't let what they've done go to waste. And that's what I want to get to and talk about. So when I was basically talking about unifying, like I said, we need to be more supportive of one another, and not be tearing each other down so much. Because this, I mean, I'm honestly, just me. I'm just getting tired of it. Why are we tearing each other down so much? You know, it's too much of that. It's too much. Like, we can't even really get on the same page as we're tearing each other down every time you turn around. Every second you're tearing each other down. But we need to be more supportive of one another. Like, get out of that what this person isn't doing and start showing what we can do. You know, I mean, don't get me. There are going to be some people that we're going to be battling against, and it's going to be an issue regardless. But we need to have a more supportive spirit for each other and ourselves. We need to do that. Also, we need to invest and spend with one another. We have a lot of money within our community. You know, a lot of us think, man, it's so hard to save. It's so hard to do this. It's so hard to do that. When actually, honestly, it's just we have really bad spending habits. We have really bad spending habits, and we have bad saving habits. So actually, even with that, with saving, like how I was able to at least have like a cushion for what I'm doing. I'm going to talk about that with another time, but we need to work on this. Try to start saving more. I'm just going to touch on it maybe a little bit, but like a thing that I do with one of my checks, I take 10% out of that check, and I have that go to I have this thing called an investment account. I have it go to my investment account. So just in case, because there are banks that doesn't want to loan us money. There are people who because, you know, we're Black. Maybe if we try to do a Kickstarter, we probably won't get as much money as a person who's white who does a Kickstarter that they would. So because of that, I have all of these plans in place just in case I can't, that won't work for me. So I have this money saved up. So every check is taking out 10% of that check and putting it into my investment account. So, and that's an account that I don't touch. I do not touch it unless I need to do something with my business. Unless I need to do something that's going into my business so I can make more money. And that's what I do. So, and that's what I think that you all need to do. Take 10% out, you know, money that you're not really missing, and have it going into your investment account, an account that you're not really going to touch, and just have it grow. And then you take that money and you use that money when you need to make more money. You don't use that money for like really any serious things, like, you know, your car broke down or anything. That's your investment account. That's strictly for investments. Like, I have a savings account, but I have an investment account too. My investment account is strictly for investments. So I suggested we do that, or whatever, even if it's some other little job where you can, you know, put back $5, $10. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. Just put back some money. And after a while, when you're not even thinking about it, you go back and look at the account like, dang, oh, wow, I got how much money in here? Dang, that really grew, you know, and that stuff works. It helps. Even like any other money that I make from projects, typically for the most part, I just have that go straight back into my investment account. Whereas like I have a book series out right now on Amazon. So if anybody happens to read it, because I have this Kindle sharing thing, or whatever it is, you can read it, and if people read it, I'll make a little money. It's not the money that I will make off of a sale, but it's something. So even with that money, that goes into my investment account, and I don't touch it unless I need to invest into a business. So we need to do that. And spending habits. Why are we spending all of this money on Gucci, on Prada, on all of these things, when like Gucci just came out and said, basically, we don't care about Black people. We could care less. We clearly, you know, we don't think a lot of you. We don't really think very highly of you. So why are we spending money with them? Why are we making those popular brands? They're not really hurting for our money. They're already popular. They have an audience. They have their market, and we're giving them our money. But what we could really be doing, instead of spending like $1,000 or $800 on what a shirt, a Gucci shirt, or a Prada purse, or whatever, we can take that money and actually give it to somebody who's Black, who's trying to create their own or build up their own designer brand, and we can sport their shit. We can sport their clothes. We can make that cool. We are the coolest race on this earth, on God's green earth. We are the hippest, we're the flyest, we're the most creative, we're the most inventive. You know, we are the most everything. But we're spending our money with people who don't even like us. You know, so it's like, why don't we take that money, and if you know somebody who has a brand, buy their stuff and sport their stuff. So that way when other people ask, hey, oh, what's this? What's this? Mile Green. I'm just gonna make up a name. Oh, what's this Mile Green brand? What's that shirt? That's like a local Black business that you sport. Oh, you know, it's a little local, you know, whatever. Because we still cool. We still cool and we still hip. Why don't we sport their stuff? Instead of spending all this money with these white businesses that don't care for us. That they're not putting that money back into us. If you put your money into this Black business and from us helping them, chances are they're going to put the money back into us. They can branch out even and do more things. And guess what? They can hire more Black people, more people who look like us. So there's more money for us. So that way we ain't got to worry about when's my next job going to be. Or I can't find a job. Guess I gotta go rob somebody. We ain't got to do any of that stuff. Exactly. Putting away for, you need to, because a lot of people say put money. Wanda basically was saying, I'm responding to Wanda. Wanda was just saying she was talking to somebody about putting money away for investments and also putting the money away for an emergency. And that's true. You need it for both. And that's why, because I'm a lot of times we play. I say this all the time. We need to play chess and not checkers. We've been playing checkers for the longest. We've been playing checkers and everyone else is playing chess. This system is playing chess and we're over here, we got checker pieces. What's it gonna do? What's going on, Isaac? What's it gonna do? And, you know, that's a different game. We need to learn how to play the game that's being played. And then with us, we're so smart and we're so creative, we can do it better. We can do it better. We have the ability to do that. But we have to believe. We have to believe in that. So have an investment account and have a savings account. Take the 10% out. Maybe if you have two jobs, take 10% out of one job, that one check, put it into your investment account, and the other check, the saving, put that into your savings. And so your savings, when you have emergencies, you use the savings. For your investment account, you have that for investing into stocks and bonds, investing into another person's business. Somebody trying to open up a restaurant. Oh, hey, man, I need all this money. I'm trying to get, man, you don't need a loan. Hey, how much money you need? 500? I got you. I got 500. I mean, don't just be throwing it at any business. I mean, make sure they know what they're doing and they're going about it the right way. But you can do that. So now you are an investor in this person's business. And once they start making money, because you know they can cook, people buying plates from them out their trunk. You know what I'm saying? People, they popping out. I got barbecue sandwiches or whatever, you know, giving it to them or whatever it is that they selling. Now that they can open up a business, and you know a lot of people buying their stuff, like, man, you can get you your own spot. You can open it up and you can sell your barbecue sandwich. Even you don't even really even have to have a spot like that. You can have a food truck. I know a lot of us try to jump to the furthest thing. You know, it's like maybe you don't even need, you know, a business. Maybe you don't even need a brick and mortar. Not a business. Maybe you don't need a brick and mortar. Maybe you just need a food truck right now. And then with that, you can move around wherever you want. You know, it's like, hey, where you gonna be? I'm gonna be down because there's gonna be a concert. I know there's gonna a lot of our people's gonna be down there. So I'm gonna pull my truck up and I'm gonna feed everybody my barbecue sandwiches because I make the best barbecue sandwiches. You know, so you don't necessarily need to have a brick and mortar. So don't necessarily jump the shark if you don't really need to, you know, like you'll get there. Don't worry about that. So next thing I also want to talk about, let's stop, you know, fighting. And this is all under us unifying, under unity. Let's stop fighting and picking each other apart. We do that so much. Like there's some people that I know out here that I remember. I think Dr. Boyce says something to, I forgot the lady's name. Maybe somebody can help me put a name in the comments. But she helped do the documentary about R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly, whatever her name is, I forgot. But he said something to her, and then I had a friend of mine was just like, "Did you read what Dr. Boyce said? It is so, whatever, it's like so managed, whatever, blah, blah, blah." And it's like, okay, like I feel what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying from your point of view. And the way that I approach it, it's like I'm not attacking your point of view. Also, for everybody's tuning in, make sure that you're liking. If you haven't liked the video yet, we want to make sure that everybody is seeing this as much as they can, so we can get this message out. And make sure you subscribe and share this video as well. But yeah, so he was talking. He was just like, "Thank you. I saw the like. I appreciate that." He was telling me that he was kind of annoyed by it, and I was like, "I get it." But also I'm over here in a climate. There's been a new climate to where it's like, if you don't agree with me, I'm immediately cutting you off. I'm immediately ignoring everything you're saying. So in a sense, like, I don't even know if it helped, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I reminded him that I said, "Hey man, like, we don't have to necessarily agree all the time." Like, if you think about it, some of us probably weren't even really alive when that's not helping the cause. That's not okay. I think I got some issues. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? I think I froze for a second. I hope everything is good. All right. I guess I'm gonna keep talking if everything is cool, because I had a little interruption there. Appreciate that. All right, cool. So yeah, it's like we attack and tear each other down so much that we don't even we're on the same team. I might not agree with everything you say. Okay, I like I don't know, ice cream. I like strawberry flavored ice cream. You like chocolate. You say chocolate's the best flavor ever. I disagree. I think strawberry is the best flavor ever. That doesn't mean that that we can't be friends. Okay, it's like, well, we're not going to agree on everything. But then the next topic, it's like, oh, for instance, I think Boys in the Hood was great. I think Boys in the Hood was great. Okay, cool. It's fine. So what we need to stop being so extreme when it comes to cutting our own people off. When we say, because we're not going to agree with everything. That's our issue. It's so easy to divide us because we're trying to appease everybody else. And that kind of segues into to what the next thing I wanted to talk about is perfectly segueing into that, which is we need to stop fighting other people's fights. And I kind of stopped doing that. Like, I don't know if it was like a year ago, a year and a half ago. I don't remember, but we need to stop doing that. And there's been, I don't know, it's like 3 or 4 marches, like the hashtag Me Too marches, or the pussy walks, or what, I don't know what it's called. They wear the pink pussy hats and they're walking down the street. And we don't like Trump. We don't like Trump. And on that note, we have something in common. Yeah, I don't care for Trump either. But I'm not going to join your cause. I'm sorry. And the reason why I feel that way is, it's not saying that what they're saying doesn't have validity. It does. But when it comes to my issues, my people's issues, when I go to complain, and this is funny, these are kind of like the same people. I don't know if y'all heard me earlier when I was talking about this, but when I went into my job, I was complaining about what they did to Sandra Bland. I was complaining about what they did to Alton Sterling. Oh, especially, I think it was Alton Sterling. I was complaining about Alton Sterling. I was like, man, this dude, he did nothing. He was just selling CDs, and they shot this and they killed him. And then my coworker, he didn't say anything. Typically, like I said, he's a liberal person. Typically, he's on. He's like, yeah, that's messed up or whatever, blah blah blah. This that he said nothing. He didn't say anything. It was basically like I was talking to myself. And then a few days later, he came back and he was mad about Harambe being killed. And it's just like, what? This is an animal. We're talking about an animal here. And I was talking about a human being. And you said nothing. And this dude did nothing. He was selling CDs and his life was taken away from him. He has 3 kids that he cannot go home to. He cannot provide for. They don't have their father. And you're mad about a damn gorilla. And it's like, and you want to come up to me to talk about a gorilla. Well, man, fuck that gorilla. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm getting really excited and animated, but that pissed me off, man. Because it was just like, that's bull. So no, I'm not gonna fight your fight. If you want to sit here and be mad about a monkey, or if you want to be mad, Me Too, women is blah blah blah. No. I'm not fighting that fight because I don't even really remember the hashtag Me Too movement going after R. Kelly. Supposedly, when all the Surviving R. Kelly came out, I don't I don't remember them saying anything when it comes to black girls. What about exactly, Aisha? They don't care about our issue. Do y'all remember when they said find our girls? Y'all remember that? What happened to the movement then? Where were they? Where was anybody? And since we care about women so much, exactly, we are animals to them. And no, I'm not joining your movement. I'm not marching with you because when we are marching about people who we lost, you're not there. I mean, there's a few white people that are actually down for the cause. They're sprinkled in there, and I'm not saying all white people aren't. There's some good white people out there, and they will march for the cause. But the majority, they don't. They sit at home, and I mean, even some in the Hispanic community, they don't care that much about. I mean, we do share issues. We do share some issues, but when it comes down to it, I don't even see like some of the people that I know have worked with who happen to be Hispanic. They aren't going fully to bat for us. Like we may happen to go to bat for them, or we may happen to get angry along with them and their causes, but they're not getting angry about our causes. And it's just like, well, what? No, I'm not joining your cause. I'm not going out to march with you. I'm not putting on a pink pussy hat. I'm not doing it. No, I'm keeping my black butt home, and I'm gonna stay black and proud until I die. And it's like I'm gonna, hey, what's going on, Susan? I'm gonna fight for what we have to deal with because y'all ain't trying to fight for us. Also, for everybody that, sorry, I got heated. Excuse my all that I was really feeling it. But if you can, make sure to please like, so that more people can see what we're talking about, what I'm talking about, and what I'm going to get into. So please like if you haven't already, share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Also, so I'm gonna go into so we need to stop fighting. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I'm staying on topic. So excuse me for that. Oh yeah, like so. Yeah, going back to fighting our own fights, and I know I said I don't care too much about the Me Too movement. Has some like it's a great idea if it was actually really good, if it was actually perfect, right? It'd be a great idea, but like I said, they don't care about black girls, they don't care about black lives. They, I think it started out like well, but then after that, I guess just white women hijacked it and it turned into something else where it's just like, hey, let's tear down men, especially black men. Let's tear them. I mean, white women will defend, even they're trying to make it seem like, oh, we don't like what the white men are doing. But at the end of the day, they will defend the white power structure because they're a part of it. They'll defend it because it has nothing to do with true equality. I think I forgot the lady. Oh man, my mind's going blank today with names, but was it Susan B. Anthony? I think. Anyway, I think somebody where they were basically saying they were working with Frederick Douglass until it come to find out where it's like, oh wait, well if he's getting rights before women, screw that. So it's like they're not really fully for us. They're not for us. It's only they're with us if it pushes their cause. It's not, they're not for us in the sense of we really want to see you guys happy. We really want to see you doing well. We really want to see you flourish and strive and all of that. It's not. That's not the case. It's not. They don't care. They really don't care. And it's kind of like, I mean, and that's why I love, because of John Singleton, we have somebody like Jordan Peele. You remember in Get Out with Jordan Peele? Get Out was an amazing film. I love Get Out. It was a great film. That moment where he was in there, right? For everybody who watched it. And the guy was saying, oh, hey, yeah, I voted for Obama. And it was just like, yo, I mean, and it's what crazy is that happened to me so much when I was working at this job where I was around so many white people. I was at the Grove, and there was it's very high end and really fancy, like expensive stuff that you really can't afford. Like people come out with like $1,000 receipts at one store. Like I'm not even joking. Like come out with $1,000, and this is just like a regular family. It's not even like, hey, we balling or anything like that, or like I'm trying to show off. It's just like I went to Nordstrom and I spent like $898. Let me get my points. So we have a point system. So and almost everyone said, oh, you look just like Obama. And I'm so glad that we have moved past this. I hate racism. I'm just so glad we are moving past it, and we're growing, and we're really being the country we need to be. And it's just like, okay, all right, hey, Mary, okay, appreciate it, thank you, but all right, tone it down, scale it back. No, please, no, I appreciate it, but no. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you did something to make you feel good. You did, in a sense, the bare minimum. It didn't really take that much for them to go out and vote. You got to vote anyway. So hey, okay, well, let me help be a part of the cause. I voted for a black guy. Hey, yeah, we in there. It's like no, we're not. We're not. You're not in there because Philando Castile was shot for legally having his gun. Sandra Bland was basically arrested just for talking back. That doesn't even what? How many videos have we seen with white people? I remember seeing this video with this white woman. Almost drove over the police twice. And they arrested her alive. The officer didn't even, she was gonna run over. I'm pretty sure y'all probably saw this video. She was gonna run over this officer and he was telling her to stop. He had the gun out and he was like, what, freeze. And she was pushing that car. His car was right behind him just to try to get her to stop. He had his gun out. She almost ran him. She wasn't stopping. She did not stop. Freeze. Oh, shit. He moved out the way and she blew past the car. Not the car. He would have died. Man, they done followed after her, stopped the car, and pulled her out of the car safe. Safe. Completely safe. In the back, we be in the backyard holding a cell phone and they shoot us. Oh, I was scared for my life. Oh my God. I thought he was going to shoot me or call some of his Negro friends. I don't know what they thinking. I don't know who cares. What they just kill, destroy. I'm going to go home and eat a sandwich in the next few days and watch myself on TV. I'm going to be famous for a week. It's like, it's BS, man. And we need to get back to supporting each other, not really hopping on these other people's calls, and really have a stance to where it's like, no, because you don't support black issues. I'm not supporting you. I'm sorry. I'm not jumping on this bandwagon. I'm not marching with you. I'm not signing whatever sheet you want me to sign because of whatever. I'm not doing it. Nope. We need to, until you get as pissed off about these white officers getting off free, until you get as pissed off about even the people coming into black churches. This is a church, and it's even crazy. Churches, you have churches where these people are going in and like Dylan Roof went in, murdered black people at a church. It's it's kind of like that point where you feel like you're just making up stuff. This is like I just feel like I just made up a whole bunch of BS this entire time. And the sad part is, it's all true. It's all true. Came in, murdered black people praying. Like, what kind of a monster are you? And then they arrested him alive, unharmed. It was like, hey man, you want something to eat? All right, McDonald's. Okay, let's get him a sandwich. You reward him with a sandwich? We can't even get water. Eric Gardner couldn't even get air. They choked this dude to death, and you give this dude a sandwich, and he killed black people. And I don't remember white people being in arms about any of this stuff. Even recently in Notre Dame, with the church burning. Everybody, this people, even people at my job, some of them, oh my God, Notre Dame is so sad. The church is burned. Oh, it's such an institution, and blah 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 blah. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, like, Africa has some really great stuff too. I'm pretty sure your own people because they are the descendants of the Native Americans here. Your own people had a whole lot of stuff here too that would be some great institutions, but burned it all down, kicked them all out, almost killed all the Native Americans. And but yeah, we worried about white people stuff. I don't care about that. I don't care about that damn church. They don't. If you're gonna send money over there to Flint, you're talking about a few millionaires and billionaires were sending money over there for the church. No. You send money to Flint because it's little kids that can't even get clean water, man. That was the craziest thing to me. Why are we sending bottles of water up there when that should have been fixed? That should have been the first. That should have been the first. If that wasn't a white community, a well-off white community, that would have been a travesty. They would have had that thing fixed within a week. Done and done. Hey, do we need to put you all up in hotels? What do we need to do? Put you in hotels. We're gonna make sure you're taken care of. All this other stuff. They ain't doing that for us. So it's just like, you know what? No, I don't care about your problems. I don't care about what you're dealing with. I'm sorry, I don't care about the church burning down because y'all don't care about Dylan Roof coming in shooting up black people. Y'all didn't care about even the church bombing with those 4 girls decades ago. Y'all didn't care about that. So no, if y'all don't care, I don't care. You only care about your issues. I only care about my issues, which are my people. I care about that. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have sympathy for what you're going through. But until you fully get on board with what I'm talking about, then I can get on board with what you're talking about. Then we can talk. But until then, we can't talk. What are we talking about? So that stuff is all right. All right, Jay. I'll see you later, man. That stuff bothers me. And we should all really, in that sense, going back to unifying, we should unify there. Also, we need to protect our own women. Stop worrying about these white women. Protect our own black women. Like, stop worrying about what these white women are talking about. I want to protect our black women because our black women are going through stuff and they fighting for us, man. They constantly fighting for us. True, they do talk stuff about us every once in a while through memes on Facebook, and sometimes it's funny. but at the end of the day, they're fighting for us, and we need to fight for them. We need to fight. These are our women. We came from these women. We didn't come from white women. We didn't come from Hispanic women or Asian women. We came from black women. So why should I treat this other black woman like trash when black women are the originators? They birthed us. So we need to protect them and we need to protect our kids. All that stuff. I'm not worried about anybody else's issues or causes, any other races, whatever. Until y'all care about ours, then we can talk. We can come to the table and have a conversation. The last 2 things, because I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out because I know y'all got things to do. We need to pick up some trades, develop skills, and bring that back to our communities. We need to create some jobs. We need to, because we're so creative and inventive. We can take even what they have and make it better. We have that ability. We're so creative and we're so innovative. Let's use that and make some dope shit. We can do it. Make some dope stuff. And last but not least, bring the money back to our communities. We need to spend with each other. For this person who's selling a book, it's about a book. It's a black author or whoever bought a book. Even if it's something you don't even really care about, just support whatever. Get them sales, get the numbers up. That way I don't know. The other person that has a restaurant, go and spend money at the restaurant. It's so many things that we can do to support one another. Buy this person a shirt that's trying to sell shirts. Share the shirt. If you can't buy the shirt, share it. We can buy it. We just need to do better with handling our money. And the last thing that I'm gonna touch on, we need to support the black arts, all that stuff, and really have a wider community. A wider community. We need to be more open to one another, be more friendly and loving towards one another, and protect one another and defend one another. That's what we need to do. I'm gonna end it off on that. I love y'all and I thank y'all for tuning in with me on this. Make sure you share it. And Aisha, no, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all, man, for coming in here and talking with me. And yeah, the white supremacy queen is a hell of a drug, but we can get ourselves off of it. You know, we're addicted and without even really knowing, but we have to retrain ourselves. And it's even with little stuff. It doesn't have to be like a hard exit. You know, it's not like I've been smoking cigarettes for the past 20 years. I'm just gonna stop today. You know, it's like, you know, there's steps in what you can do, and we have those steps too. We can do these little steps, little things that you can do, but really retrain ourselves. Like, man, this person who looks like me is not my enemy. Even if we don't agree, that's cool. That's fine. That's cool. We're in this fight together because this white person, I don't give a damn if I don't like him and he don't like me. They could care less. We all look the same to them. Just basically animals or less than. And we know we're so much more. We're greater. We're stronger, even stronger together. So let's unite. Let's make it happen. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't, make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, John F. Thomas. You can also follow me on YouTube, John F. Thomas, the same thing. My name is attached to this video here. Exactly, because the women are queens, Isaac. You're exactly right. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, JTSLIM, M as in Mary, CUTTA, JT Slim Cutter. You can follow me on there. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll respond back. I'm not gonna act like a stranger, because if I'm preaching community, I can't act like I don't know y'all outside of this. So I love y'all. Please go out and do great things, do dope things, wear our dope clothing, because we're amazing. We're amazingly talented. We're amazingly beautiful. Let's stop wasting it on all these other people, wasting all of our time and money, giving all these other businesses who don't care about us, and let's give it back to us. Let's give it back to us, and I promise you, it's going to be a beautiful thing. We can start swagging out our own brands, our own clothing, our own people's clothing, and make that the next Gucci, but it's Black owned. We can do it. Think about it. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I love y'all. Peace out. Go support a Black business.